Let me see if it'll bring me up. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be coming up real soon. I need to see now if we are streaming. Yes, we are. We are streaming. Hi, you guys.
Hey, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited. We've been planning this since early last year. It seems like about maybe 4 or 5 months we've been planning this, Lonnie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pre-Christmas.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Thanks.
Well, when we had scheduled your recital, between the time we scheduled it and now, you actually had a birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did have a birthday.
You did have a birthday. How old did you turn on your birthday?
I turned 10.
You turned 10. So mom and dad has a teenager now?
Yes.
Double digits.
I know, we're in double digits now. Welcome to my world. All right, Lonnie, are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay, good. As ready as you're gonna be, huh? Well, why don't I introduce you to everybody that's out there? I know you got family and friends, and I've got family and friends that's looking at you too. Some of them have actually given you some comments. So when you guys get a chance to go out there, you'll get to see what people are saying to Lonnie. Okay. So Lonnie is the son of Alicia and Marlon Brown. Alicia is a nurse practitioner, and Marlon is General Motors ombudsman. And there goes my cat reaching for me. Hi, little girl. Okay. Um, he is a grandson of Mr. Alfonso Williams. Lonnie has two sisters, Chardae and Jasmine. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. And two brothers, Marlon and Tyron.
Yes, you said that right. Yeah.
Okay, good for me. Finally. All right. Lonnie started with Ms Cheryl in March 2019, and he was 4 years old. And now he is 10 and still very much beyond in his years. He is quite seasoned at recitals, in person and virtual. He's participated in 6 virtual, and 4 of those were for recitals, including this one. And he's had 2 in-person recitals. Lonnie is quite an avid sports enthusiast, ranging from basketball, swimming, flag football, soccer, martial arts, and he has how can I say, positions in each of those. He was able to tell me all of those different positions, which is really good. So I learned a little bit talking to Lonnie about all of the sports that he does, but he also speaks multiple languages. And besides English, he speaks Spanish and Yoruba. Did I say that right?
Yes, Europe.
And,
Yes.
and Yoruba, and that's an African Nigerian language.
Yes, Nigerian.
Okay, good deal. And he's very well versed in English as well. You would not believe some of the conversations we have on Wednesdays. I know Alicia would, but I don't think you guys would. But I'm still quite amazed at the things we do talk about. He plays the piano, plays the flutiphone, plays the acoustic and electric guitar, and he's able to read the staves for each of those instruments. He is a great music reader, and I'm always intrigued as how he finds his hands and where they're supposed to be on the keys based on the music. Truly, he has made the connection between reading the music and appropriately placing his hands where they belong. Lonnie loves to create and test video games. I was intrigued by that one. He actually is a creator of video games. He loves to read books about them as well as other books, and he loves to connect with his friends. He wants to be a chemist, and he also wants to be a YouTube content creator. I'm going to love that channel. His favorite food, he says, excuse me, is chicken noodle soup from Panera. Did you know that? Chicken noodle soup from Panera.
Well, like maybe like any chicken noodle soup, but yeah, chicken noodle soup from Panera is pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, good. And as a matter of fact, I love Panera soup. I really do. I'm so proud of you, Lonnie, and the progress that you've made over the years. I remember when you first started, and look at you now. I mean, just amazing to me. So I'm glad that we have this opportunity to show everybody Lonnie Brown. And without further ado, we're going to start this recital. It's supposed to be 24. Now it's 2025. You ready, Lonnie?
Yes,
Okay, the first selection, here we go. It's called Robert the Robot. And Robert the Robot, we begin this piece which utilizes the far ends of the keyboard, way on both sides. The notation is like 8 and a VA with some dots behind it. And the A represents the octave above. So the symbol itself is the Italian word for ottava, meaning octave. The notation written above the staff indicates that the pianist plays 8 keys above or to the right of where it is on the music line. This is a fun piece, and I hope you enjoy it. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, your turn.
All right. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay now. Oh, wait. My sound effect. It went blank on me. Let's try it. Can you hear it? Yeah, I hear it.
Good job. You got it. Let's pause for a second now. And I'd like for you to take a moment and introduce who is in the room with you. Who are those people?
These are my parents.
Hi, parents. Do they have names? They have names?
Yes, this is my dad, Marlon, and this is my mother, Alysisa.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Alysisa and Marlon, how are you guys doing?
Great.
That's good. We're going to talk in a little bit about Lonnie, but if you could just kind of give him some encouraging words or something going into the recital, that would be really cool. I think that'll help him too.
Well, Lonnie, I just want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of how far you've come since you started. I mean, at 4 years old, it had been a little bit of a challenge, but he has come so far, and just listening to him, I have really noticed the improvement. So I'm just proud of Lonnie. That's all I can say.
That's good. Tell her thanks, Lonnie.
Thank you, Mom.
You want to hear something from your dad?
Yes, I do.
Okay, he wants to hear from you, Dad.
Challenges, are part of life, and it builds character, and it builds heroes. It builds outstanding individuals when you go through challenges and you prosper from those challenges. So work, it's a part of a life, and it is what we need to do in order to be successful. Keep up the good work, Lonnie. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. Thank you, guys. Here, let me do clap for you guys. All right. Let's take a look at the next selection. It's called the 3 Bs.
Yes, the 3 beats.
The 3 Bs is Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms. While you're looking for it, I'm going to just say a couple of things about it. Lonnie has he has his custom-made definition for these three composers whose last name begin with B, but we'll suffice it to say that we're talking about Johann Sebastian Bach, Ludwig van Beethoven, and Johannes Brahms from the classical era. In 1954, this expression was derived from Peter Cornelius, and he actually added Hector Berlioz as the third B. Here we will see a partial piece by Bach, a partial piece, the Turkish March by Beethoven, and a partial piece of the Hungarian Dance by Brahms. This piece is played allegro moderato, or that means moderately fast. Okay, take it away, Lonnie.
All right.
I wish I could turn flips like you, but I can't. So we'll have to suffice with the telephone. So sorry. Honey, let's jump right into the next one. We've actually done some congratulations and so forth. Let me just say, while you're looking for the cold shower, and I'm going to introduce it in a second, one of the things that I'm proud to see is that you are mastering your art to practice. I don't think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Alicia, I don't think your mom now has to tell you, Lonnie, sit down and practice anymore. Oh, your dad does? Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
But I think that you've gotten a better handle on what it takes to practice. And, you know, the one thing that I want to encourage you to do is to continue to touch the keys every day. Continue to practice and practice your craft so that you can perfect it. We used to say when I was growing up, practice makes perfect, but really it's perfect practice that makes perfect. So if you do it and you make a mistake, correct the mistake, go back, start over, and try and go through. If you play a song 5 times without an error, then you're doing real well. Okay, so that's just a little bit of advice that I want to share with you as I give the introduction to this cold shower. Now, folks out there, Lonnie actually suggested this piece. This was one that he wanted to do, and it introduces what's called the trill, which is like a TR and a little couple of tildes. That's a mathematical symbol for infinity. But the tildes behind the trill and behind the TR is what makes the trill. And it's a musical symbol that's generally displayed like above the note. It's played quickly as alternating notes with one note as a half step or one note as a whole step that's given to the given note. So whatever that given note is, then you either go up a half a step or a whole step, depending upon what the trill is. Cambreo is to play this piece with vigor or force, as in shown when one shivers, if they have cold chills. So have at it, Lonnie, your favorite piece.
Okay, I'm not gonna call my favorite people, alright?
Okay.
Alright.
Yay! Good job. Good job. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Let me see. I was doing something here. There it is. There it is. There we go. Okay, I'm a little slow. I'm working on it. All right. Now, right before we go into our conversation, our theory talk, we've got what's called Shadows on the Moon. And this particular piece was written by a German composer called Robert Schumann. He was born June the 8th, 1810, and he died July the 29th, 1856. His music was vital during the early Romantic period. This particular selection is an excerpt of the original Opus 59, number 19. It features what's called a left-hand melodic study in the key of A minor. A minor has no sharps and no flats. This piece is also played at a moderate rate of speed. Okay, Lonnie, let's hear it.
Okay.
Good job. Take it back. Yeah, there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was nice. Actually,
It was.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, that was a really nice piece. I like it. And you know, I'm noticing it now. I understand why mom and dad wanted to do this. I'm loving this by the fireplace now that the fires are going. I just want to let you know I do like it. And that was a nice piece. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
So now you know, Lonnie, you're gonna need to start serenading your mom and dad more often by the fireplace.
Yes.
No response?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know. I do need to try to.
Right. We got something started here, so you got to keep it up.
Yes,
So,
keep it up.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's talk a little bit about theory. I'm talking a little bit about some of the things that we've learned, and there's going to be some nice pluses for you guys out there in the audience with regard to musical history as well. AM and PM. Now, we always say in the AM or in the PM, and we're talking about morning before noon, and PM is afternoon. But do you know what those words are that indicate what AM is and PM? What is it?
Well, AM is ante meridian.
Yes.
Or and PM equals post meridian.
That is exactly right. And they both we use them every day in English, but you never really thought about it being a musical piece. And with AM and PM, sometimes you'll hear it like on when we were younger. Sorry, not you, but when we were younger, did you watch cartoons on Saturday morning?
Yes, I do.
So you did. Okay. So some of the cartoons actually utilize some of this music, and this was one of the pieces that they did use. It was used in TV and movies. Yeah, didn't know that, did you?
No, but I've heard the song AM and PM before in a lot of cartoons.
Exactly my point. Okay, now tell me what mazurka is.
Mazurka is a Polish national dance.
Polish
national dance.
Right. Yep. It's a Polish national dance. And tell me what legato is versus staccato.
So legato is smooth and connected, but staccato is detached and separated.
Yeah, exactly. So staccato kind of reminds me of handling a hot potato. Have you ever touched anything that was really hot? You let it go as soon as you touch it?
Yes, I have done that.
Yeah, so that's what staccato means. And you're hitting it and you're coming right off of the note. The next thing we talk about the key of A flat, and then we're going to delve into our key study shortly, but I want to talk a little bit about the key of A flat. How many flats are there in the key of A flat?
Oh, that's easy. That's 4 flats.
4, and what are those flats?
The flats are B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat.
And they spell out a word.
Bead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the easy one to remember. Now, there was a song that you played, but it's not going to be a part of this recital, but there was a song that you played called Gertrude and Elizabeth. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Gertrude and Elizabeth were actually 2 of Beethoven's students. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that before.
Yeah, we talked about it. Gertrude and Elizabeth were Beethoven's students, and they had the esteemed honor of having Beethoven to actually compose 2 pieces. One of the pieces was called Gertrude's Dream Waltz, which you played. And then the other piece was for Elise. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was another Beethoven song. And for Elise means for Elizabeth. So those were the 2 songs that he actually created and composed for those 2 ladies that were his students. I thought that was pretty neat. Tchaikovsky. What do we know about Tchaikovsky? We know that he had financial support. He had a lot of money from a wealthy lady. Now, he himself had financial trouble. But when he met this lady, she believed in what he was doing, and she supported him so that he didn't have to really worry about his next meal. If you've never worried about where am I going to eat, how am I going to pay my next bill? How am I going to, you may not understand what that is, but someone who's been through that fully understands where is this next meal coming from. And so that was the predicament that Tchaikovsky was in. But because he had this financial backing, there was some major work that he did that we all know, but we just didn't know the story behind it. Can you tell me some of those works?
So one of the work was the Nutcracker, I believe.
Yes. What else? What was another one?
And Swan Lake Symphony.
Yeah, Swan Lake. Those are probably the most famous ones. But then you've got the 1812 Overture, and then you have Symphony Number 6, the Pathétique. So those were some of his more famous works. And folks in the audience, I actually would encourage you to kind of go out there. I mean, we all know the Nutcracker. Every Christmas, I love to see the Nutcracker on television. Or have you ever seen it in person? If not, maybe go out and see it. Have you seen it in person?
I've seen like little toy Nutcrackers.
Okay, yeah. And I think they had Nutcracker.
I don't like them. They look weird. I don't like them.
The small ones, yeah. the small ones, but they also have the Nutcracker on ice. So maybe you might get a chance to go see the Nutcracker on ice as well. Pretty cool. Now let's talk a little bit about, this is kind of the introduction to his book, D, or his fourth book in this series. And I taught Lonnie a trick with regard to understanding the keys for a key signature. So Lonnie, we're going to be coming from your orange book.
Okay.
Yeah, your orange book on page 3. And do you remember how I taught you how to read the sharps to know what sharp key you're in? What is it? Tell everybody what that, how do you know?
So for sharps, it's basically so the first sharp is whatever. Let's just say E sharp. No, E sharp. Let's just say E sharp. But so you just move like half a key. So E sharp. Well, E sharp is F. So it's F sharp.
F sharp. So that would be the key. So you can look at the last sharp and raise it a half a step. And that will be the key that you're playing in. So with that being said, what key are we playing in for 3 sharps? What's the last sharp there?
The key of A.
That's right. You're in the key of A. That's absolutely, Mom and Dad, y'all need to be clapping up there. Yeah, it is. Okay, what about, this is one of my other favorite keys, 5 sharps. Find 5 sharps and then tell me what key that is.
That's easy. B.
It is B. It is.
The key of B.
You're in the key of B. That's one of my favorite keys, actually. And let's do one more sharp. Let's say, I think you already said this one. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sharps.
Okay.
I think we just talked about that one.
Yeah, the key of G. No, not the key of G. The key of F sharp.
The key of F sharp. Yes. Because the last sharp is E sharp, which is F. And you raise it a half a step, that's F sharp. Very good. Now, what about flats? You remember the flats? What was the trick that I told you about how you can figure out what flat key you're in?
So it's actually the second flat that is the key.
That is the key. So let's see the key that has 5 flats in it.
The key that has 5 flats? That is... Oh yeah, that's easy. That's D flat.
It is D flat. It is D flat. It is. Yeah. Come on, Mom and Dad. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one that has 6 flats.
6 flats? Yeah. The key of G flat.
G flat it is.
Okay.
We got a musician back there. You gonna play for him on this next song, Marlon?
No, ma'am. I don't have it like that for real.
Ah, my goodness. That's good. Lonnie, that was a good study. I hope that some folks that's listening that are possibly music students or musicians already, they were able to pick up something from those lessons that you shared. That was really good. Good job, Lonnie. Yeah, you're welcome. So now is the graduation time. And Mom, where's the book and the pen? We gotta do the certificate thing.
Oh,
it's time for the graduation.
Is it here?
No. It's not.
It should be in the purple book.
Yeah,
that book's there.
It's right.
And while they're doing that, this is the book that Lonnie is graduating from.
right here.
Oh, let's do the official certificate to Lonnie. Mom, would you do the honors?
What's it?
Huh. Do we need to put your name on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so.
Okay, let's find a pen. Let's put your name on it.
Yes.
That's gonna get it, baby.
There we go.
All
The
righty.
official certificate. While she's doing that,
Yay, Lonnie. Oh,
okay,
Lonnie's
Mom.
certificate.
Okay, you can read it. We're ready.
Okay, and we're gonna say the 16th.
Today is the 16th of February.
Yes, 16th.
Okay, got it. There you go, Lonnie.
Did you read it?
Oh, you want me to read it?
Yes, read it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do a good job.
Certificate of promotion. This announces that Lonnie Brown has successfully completed the John W. Schramm Piano Course C book and is now ready to begin the John W. Schramm Piano Course D book. Cheryl Morgan Young, teacher, date 2/16/2025.
Yes, congratulations, Lonnie. That was great. That was great. We're gonna give your dad a certificate too. Okay, Lonnie. Let's get back to the second half of your recital. Can you believe we've gotten here already?
Good.
About an hour ago, he was sweating bullets. I could see him coming through his forehead. And he's just about done.
I am
Doing
sweating.
good. Now, you tell me about this one before I read the introduction. Dangerous Journey. Is this one of the ones that you like?
I can say it's not enjoyable, but it's a pretty nice piece.
It is. I'm really glad you agree with me. It is a beautiful piece. The thing with Dangerous Journey, and there's a little bit of history behind Dangerous Journey. This is his music teacher's favorite piece. And I really like it. A Dangerous Journey. If you can think about like you've been on a cruise ship and the waters get rough and it's stormy and you start to feel a little nauseous and you just feel like you need to stabilize some kind of way. That is the temperament of this song. And you should hear kind of the tension in the storm from the chords that Lonnie is playing that kind of indicates the winds that are hitting up against the sail. This is a true recital piece, and you'll see Lonnie's hands really all over the keyboard. It's written by Carl Kelling, and he lived from 1831 to 1914. I hope you enjoy this piece as much as I do.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay.
Good
You
job.
know, yes, sir. What were you getting ready to say,
Oh,
Marlon? I thought you were going to
I
say
was just
something.
telling him, good job.
Oh, yes, it was. He did a great job with it. What I was thinking, and I said this from an earlier recital, I still want to have a recital where Lonnie and his mom does a couple of songs together on the piano.
Ooh,
We
that would
have
be nice. Yeah, let's make that happen.
No.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
I'm not too rusty.
I read that when I was doing your outline for today. I'm like, you know what? I need to make good on their promise.
Yeah.
That would be a lot
I
of
want to hear
fun.
me.
That
Maybe
would be a
next
lot of fun.
Maybe
It
next
would
time.
be.
Maybe
I'm
next
looking
time.
forward to
Maybe
that.
I am too, actually. I think that would be cool. Okay, good. We'll work on that.
Yes.
Okay, maybe next time. Probably next time.
Okay. Okay, probably next time from the words of your son.
And when you said what dangerous journey my fingers all over the piano.
Yes.
You meant it.
Yeah, it
gave,
was.
I did.
almost gave my fingers whiplash.
Yeah, they were all over the keyboard. All right. Remember, I did a little bit of an introduction earlier, but I want the people to really kind of get to know Lonnie. I've said everything you told me to say. Hopefully, it was to your liking.
I did like it.
But I want you maybe to just say a couple of words about who Lonnie is, so people can know who you are. Lonnie, you're such a wonderful student, and I want them to hear your words about who you are.
Well, I'm a 10-year-old boy who wants to be a chemist when he grows up. I am a blue stripe in martial arts. I just had my testing on martial arts, so I am a blue stripe now. Yeah, thank you. When you said my favorite food was chicken noodle soup. Yeah, that's one of my favorite foods. But I have a lot of more favorite foods. I have fettuccine, pot pie, yeah, and pickles. I do like pickles.
What kind? Hot pickles or
Any kind of pickles.
Deals.
really?
And deals. Deals are my favorite, but
Deals
I like
are my
any kind.
favorite.
I like any kind of. I like any kind of pickles.
Wow. Now, Lonnie, if you don't mind, because I am not versed in Yoruba, are there a few words that you can share from your classes that you've been taking with Yoruba, and then tell us what it means?
Okay. Oyemi is I understand. Bawoni is how are you? Ekaro is good morning. Ekason is good afternoon. Ekirole is good evening, and ekale is good night.
Wow.
So when you say good night, it's not like oh good night. It's like good night. It's like how to greet in the night. They call
really?
it good night. Yes. It's not
So
like
it's like formal. It's like a formal greeting at night, though.
yeah, it's a formal greeting at night. Yeah.
So it's not like the good night you say when you're going to bed.
No, that's Odaro.
Oh, Dara. Okay. All right. And did you have you learned like any of the different fruits or vegetables
Oh yes.
in that language?
Eso apu.
What's
I
that?
think you should know what that is. It's an apple. Eso apu.
Apple. Okay,
It
apple. Okay, got it.
Eso apu.
What else?
They call it apu. APU.
APU, apu. Okay.
There's oson, which is orange.
Okay.
Ogede. Ogede is banana.
I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Also, no, Osonwiwi, I believe Osonwiwi is a lime.
Really?
I don't know
Wow.
what lemon is yet, but Osonwiwi is lime.
That's good. That's good. Now, let me just interject a little bit, and we can kind of talk about, because this is all I want you guys to really understand how Lonnie has gotten so many opportunities to do so many different things. Um, when Lonnie was 4 years old, and this will be an indelible print in my in my
Oh,
head.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
When he was 4 years
I
old,
know what you're gonna say.
you know what I'm gonna say.
Just say it. Say it.
Yes, his mom, and it wasn't a Tuesday. You all know that I take confession on Tuesdays, but his mom made him confess on Wednesday, and we were at Music and Arts in Bristol, and she said, "Tell Miss Cheryl what happened to you today." And Lonnie, he just very quietly said, "I got kicked out of daycare." And I'm like, that has been the absolute best thing that could have ever happened, because that gave them a means to look outside of just having somebody else teach you when they are very involved in your education, and you are light years ahead of where you would probably normally be going to regular school. I just think that. um and I know at one point we were talking about the level of math that you were doing, English, all kinds of subjects, and Spanish. You learned how to play guitar. I see it over on the wall there. Um, you've had all of these opportunities just because your parents brought you home.
My flutiphone is under here.
Let me see your flutiphone, and then we'll go back to your.
Here it is.
Look, everybody.
Oh
Put it on.
Show. I mean, bring it so they can see it a little closer.
Here it is.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
So, are you still taking lessons for your flutiphone?
I'm not really taking lessons now. I need to learn how to play it.
Okay, very good. Very good. I'm glad. That was really good. Is there anything else, Lonnie, that you would like for people to know about you? Interesting things fun facts that maybe mom and dad might not even know.
Um, I like being outdoors. I mean, I like survival class.
Really? What?
Yes.
Tell me about it. So, did you say survival?
Yes, survival class.
Okay, tell me a little bit about surviving.
So we're going over different topics like felines, felines, snakes, uh, urban survival.
Mm-hmm.
Now, urban survival is basically it's like what happens in like a city, like if a building's falling or like a giant icicle's coming down from a building. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's urban survival.
I do. And so, what have you done any camping lessons or anything like that? Because I noticed you said feline, so I'm thinking lions, I'm thinking jungle animals,
No,
snakes,
no,
and
no.
things like that.
Lion. No, no, not lion, but what? Mountain lions. Yeah.
Mountain lions, yeah, of course. But that's good. You're learning so much. I'm thankful that you're getting the opportunity to do that. Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well, I guess we'll get back to your recital. Guess what's coming up?
Yep.
Anti-meridium and post-meridium. AM and PM. This piece is familiar to the ear as it is used in movies and TV shows and cartoons. Um, the AM part was arranged by John Schaum, with the nocturnal piece being arranged by Frederick Chopin. All right. And if you guys are listening on the live, I want you to just comment that you've heard it before. Let us know you recognize it, okay? Put it in the comments below.
Okay.
Go for it. You made it. You made it. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I'm slow. I let my phone go dark. There it is. Good job. Good job. Okay. We are almost at the end, you guys. Can you believe, Lonnie? I think you've already done 6 selections already. Yeah, you have. You've done 6 selections already. Now, these next 2 selections are next door neighbors to each other in your book, but there are different lessons that are learned by each of these. The first one is the Chinese serenade, and this is what I'm going to do, Lonnie. I'm going to introduce both of them, and then you're going to play one, and then you'll play the other one. Okay? So with the Chinese serenade, the lesson here was with grace notes. And Chinese serenade is written in the key of E minor by Hermann Fleige. It's a German composer. He introduces to Lonnie the idea of a grace note. And it just depends on the style of the music, which is going to determine how the grace notes are played. In this particular piece, the grace notes are played quickly, like almost a crushing manner, and then he sustains the principal note. Kanmoto instructs Lonnie to play this with high spirits, spirited movement. Whereas the sundial waltz, and in and of itself, the waltz tells you 3/4 time. Most of the time, most waltzes are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You know those waltzes. And this piece is written in the key of C, but it utilizes what we call accidentals. The accidentals are like sharps and flats. In this case, I think there's only sharps. I don't think there are any flats, but they're sharps. And the grace notes here are also included. The grace notes are played separately, like almost a separate note, and then it goes to the principal note just ahead. This piece too was written by Frédéric Chopin. So, Lonnie, I want you to do Chinese serenade, then do sundial waltz.
All right.
I am no good. I like having fun, so thank you for indulging me.
It keeps you
Um,
young.
I know. Thanks to my husband, Young is gonna be my last name for a long time.
Yeah.
It does keep me young, but that keeps me young too. Um, Lonnie, I cannot say enough how proud I am. If there's any one piece of advice that I can tell you, is I want you to start to enjoy your music. I mean, just really enjoy it. Not that it becomes mechanical, but I want you to start feeling it. And when you start to feel your music, that's when you're going to go up another level. You're going to go up another notch, um, because the music becomes one with you as you're playing. And if you feel it, your audience will feel it. So I challenge you going forward, not to be mechanical, not to rush. Take your time and play your music, and then just start to commit more of it to memory. Now, most of these songs you have already committed to memory. Not sure why we had to use the crutch, but I'm okay with the crutch. But once you start to really hone in your memory skills with this music, then you're going to be able to play a lot more smoothly, and you're going to be able to feel it and just enjoy the moment. And especially since um, you're going to have to serenade your mom and dad, you might as well feel it and you want them to feel it, you know? Um, and you owe me Lilac Time Serenade. That's an inside joke, y'all. But yeah, Lonnie, you owe me Lilac Time Serenade, because that's one of those songs that is beautiful. I love the song. So one of these times we're gonna do it. So we are winding down with our recital. I can't believe we've been going already an hour or so.
Wow.
Actually, folks, we've been on a lot longer than an hour, but I I don't know, Lonnie. I'm so proud of you. I want you to be proud of yourself.
I'm very
Um,
bad. At this.
yeah, and you should be. You
Yes,
should be
ma'am.
very proud of yourself. Folks, if y'all don't know it, he really is a good reader. I can thank his mom in his early days of learning how to play the piano. Yeah, give it to her. You clap too. You clap for your mom, because she took the time, and especially when we had to do this during COVID. Y'all remember how we had to do this during COVID? I didn't skip a beat. We just kept going.
Kept
Everybody
going.
else
Yeah.
was like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" I went straight to Zoom, and we kept teaching. And
Yes,
we
you all
did it
did.
for 2 years.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
I did. I even did choir rehearsals. I taught vocal lessons. I still teach piano online, because now I can teach in multiple time zones, and it gives us that freedom. But we never missed a beat, Lonnie. And even though you're there and I'm here, it's like we're together. And every now and again, I'll come up with a joke that the camera separates us. So, like, you're looking for a pencil. Mom, I need a pencil. Well, you can use mine, but we've
Oh no,
learned
you're
how.
known for that. You're known
I
for that.
know. Here, you want to use my pen?
Yes, there is.
But we've learned how to rebehave, and that's what COVID did for us. And the fact that you have continued to master your skills, I'm very proud. Mom and Dad, it's your turn to talk about your son.
Oh, again. Well, I just think Lonnie is just awesome child. I mean, there's so many good things I can say about him. I mean, he's empathic. I think he's in developing good character, which I really think is important. And just him developing his skills and everything he's trying to do. I just really, like looking at that. I enjoy seeing his development.
Yeah.
So, Lonnie is doing a really good job. I can't say enough how proud I am of him.
Yeah. And you had a big hand in, because you also read music. You had a big responsibility to help him. And when we couldn't focus on the music, you helped us to do that. And I want to thank you for your involvement in his development. Because of you, he is where he is. And because of you, Marlon, when I can't get Alysisa, I found out I had Marlon's phone number in my phone. I'm like, yes, let's call him. But you guys are wonderful. You're absolutely wonderful. Marlon, what do you think?
Well, to be honest with you, Ms. Cheryl, we were a little skeptical of the online direction, and you all made it happen. I mean, Lonnie's ability to adapt and your ability to teach via the computer, I'm still amazed, because Lonnie has really progressed, and we really wanted someone of our heritage to be his instructor.
Wow.
And we could not have picked anyone better than you. And that is evident on how Lonnie has progressed. And so you guys' relationship, his ability to adapt, your ability to teach via online services, it's been absolutely fabulous. It's the best decision we have made for Lonnie, is to be able to continue his musical career.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm honored. Thank you so much for your belief in me.
Yes.
And wow. You absolutely got me. You got me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for hanging with me. It was a little rough. I think, we might have been in book 5 by now had I not had to take off for a year, but it was necessary, to just kind of find a new life. And I'm back and glad to be back. And for you all listening online, Lonnie has been out of this book. When did you get out of this book, Lonnie? November? October, November?
No. It wasn't November. It was December, I believe.
So you got out in December? Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? I thought it was before your birthday, because we were planning this recital for Christmas. Remember?
Right.
Yes.
We were planning it for Christmas, so it was in November.
Yeah, I was looking at the dates. We kept changing the dates, so I think we
did.
The first date was November or something.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
It might have
before
been.
that. Yeah, it was supposed to be before your birthday, but for whatever reason, we had measures beyond our control, and we just had to push it back. But today was a good day. It's cold outside. The fire makes me warm. I absolutely love it. Lonnie, what about you? What are your thoughts about music and how you wanted to continue to play a role in your life?
Looking at me.
Well, I think that I'm glad that for that with COVID we didn't stop with the music lessons and we just continued with Zoom. Because I wouldn't have been this far without your help. And
wow.
And yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have been this far without if you had wanted to stop because of the COVID-19.
Wow. Yeah. Gosh. Woo, a chip off the block. Oh my goodness, y'all killing me today. Thank you. Thank you, Lonnie. Thank you so much. And folks, you see, we have these kinds of conversations We have a lot of fun in classes. So, Lonnie, I commend you. Is there something in particular that you, a final selection? I know we did your encore already, but do you feel like you want to do one more?
What did we do? Did we do the pelican yet?
We didn't do the pelican. Well, what do you
Job,
know?
See?
I'm glad it was your idea. So let's talk about the pelican. This particular song, it is a fun song. And Lonnie, we're going to ask you to play it twice. Okay. It's written in the key of A flat, and it demonstrates this time 6/8 time versus 3/4 time. So in this particular piece, the eighth note receives one beat, versus in 3/4 time, waltz time, the quarter note receives one beat. So Lonnie, it's yours. Take it away.
All right.
Yes, you deserve it. I'm slow. Yeah, good job. Good job. You're good, Lonnie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that is it, folks. If you can, give us some comments below. Tell Lonnie how well he did and how much you enjoyed him. And if you want to go back out to the YouTube channel, there's some other videos of Lonnie playing. You've got, I think, 3 or 4 other recitals that you've been in. So, yeah. Well, thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys. See ya.